Hey, what's up guys, Shadow Steel here, and welcome back to another episode of Trackside. So, today we're operating a different... Well, I did say I was in the mood for I was in a SD60 kind of mood a couple Railwork Sundays ago. And yeah, we're finally operating the BNSF SD60Ms from High Iron Simulations. Get our independent on before we go any further and release the train brake. Let the brakes kick off here for a second. Brakes are charging up. Everything's good here. We got our warning devices on, number board lights are on, everything's good to go. Alright, so the alerter's stuck on again. Why are you stuck on? Weird. Is the alerter? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is stuck on. Weird. Hold on. Gotta fix that real quick. That's weird. On and back on. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, that fixed it. That fixed it. Alright, I must have screwed something up there. Alright, we have everything running, right? Oh. No, let's set lights. Shit. Right, okay, we got good. Let's go. Where's the independence? Let's go. Couple notches on the throttle, and we're rolling. It's strange that the emergency brake, the thingy came on, but I'm not sure what was going on there. The brakes kind of kicked off. Oh shit! I forgot something. We're not in forward, are we? Yeah. We're gonna wait. We should get the brakes charged. There we go. There we go. Now we're moving. Cool. Takes a second. 3. Brakes are releasing. Good to go. Lights are on. Rear lights are not on, so that's good. The old mechanical bell's nice. Go to the rear here real quick and see if we're moving. Not yet. Alright, these are... should see some slack action removing. There we go. So yeah, we are running the BNSF's SD60Ms from High Iron Simulations. And they're a lot more interesting, to say the least. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Not from what I've seen. Yes, the sounds and everything are a little wonky. But you get that with most of the high iron stuff. Whoops. Track speed is about 10 miles an hour. Oh, red block. It's in about 1,000 feet there. It's about 1,000 feet. Where are we going? Oh, I see. Not lined, are we? Interesting. Alright, well, we're leaving with a Super C. So we should be okay. Yeah, there's a signal block up there. So I think once we pass the waypoint, we should be good to go. Oh, we're picking up speed. A little bit on the brakes there, sir. There we go. Should get it clear here in a second. Once we got a train ahead of us. Yeah, there goes the approach. Alright. So we don't have a train ahead of us. This should be a fairly easy run, a point-to-point run. I'll do some switching with these locomotives later. I do have a couple plans for the scenario, so we should be good. We've got a 55 coming up here. We are Super C. Good enough. Welcome back, Super C. Boink. There we go. Off we go. Next waypoint. Got it. Should be going on to the main here. So we're on Cajon Pass. I've run this route a few times already by this point. Many of you probably are well aware that that Cajon Pass... Cajon Pass is a very interesting route. Top rate. For many reasons. Not the least of which is the fact that Cajon Pass, especially right where we are right now, we're not far from it, actually. Yeah, San Bernardino is behind us, the main station. And, basically, this is joint trackage between the Union Pacific and the, BNSF. So, the BNSF was well, speak of the devil, we got another Santa Fe BNSF freight coming our way. Looks like, what do we got here? Looks like a auto rack train. Got it. Interesting. Cool. That's pretty cool. That's a BNSF auto racks on that train there. Cool. So, yeah, the Santa Fe was the original owners of this route before the Burlington Northern merged with the Santa Fe to form the BNSF. The other railroad, the Union Pacific, took over from the Southern Pacific, and between that time, between 1989 and I want to say 1993, because the Union Pacific and Southern Pacific merged in 1996, and BNSF was created in 1995, so right around the same time. But between that time, 1989 to 1995, there were like 3 different derailments, all on Cajon Pass. So, there's that. We're getting out of the yard here. We're slowing our train. We're slowly getting our train out of the yard. Where's the rest of the train here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's San Bernardino Station right over there. You kind of see it in the background. Easy does it. Make sure we don't speed out of the yard too much. Okay, we're coming up to the end of the train here. End of the yard here. Yeah. It's kind of... I kind of do like... Oh, there's the auto rack train in the background there. Cool. Oh! Is that... Wait a minute. Hold on. I recognize that. So for those of you that don't know, I have been building a route in Train Sim Classic for the better part of 6 years now. This building, this block, this little area, that is straight up the commercial district of, like, one of the commercial blocks that you can find in various dovetail routes. Right down to how the buildings are designed. This is literally the same thing. This is actually pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. That is honestly pretty fun to see there. And I wonder, considering that this is a kind of a recreation of the Cajon Pass from Train Sim Classic, I wonder if this is actually in the same position as that particular version of the route. Because this, like, you can clearly see right back there, that is the back end of it. And you can clearly see that this is just a recreation of that asset block. Which I honestly love. That is one of those things where it's like, oh, cool. That's like, I love seeing stuff like that when it's actually like recreating some form of the like old dovetail stuff. Like that was kind of the thing with Train Sim like when they released Sherman Hill. Sherman Hill, there's a lot of like little nods to the original Sherman Hill route. Not very many, of course. Actually, and fun, it's interesting. I actually asked on the Dovetail Discord not too long ago, because I'm on the Dovetail Discord now, if you guys want to check it out. But I asked on there, would there be any likelihood of Dovetail adding the missing portions of track 1 and 2 from the Sherman Hill? So if you don't know, Sherman Hill only has track 3 from, like, the entire route between Sherman Hill to Cheyenne is there. So tracks 1, 2, and 3 all go up to Sherman Hill. But right at Dale Junction, the tracks split and only track 3 is present between Sherman Hill and Laramie, which is the end of the route. Whoops. Shit. I keep speeding a little bit on this run. We've gotten out of the yard. We've just now started getting out of the yard, but we have a little bit of. Okay, yeah, we're coming out of the yard now. Yeah, it's got a long run here, but it's a portion of the route that is missing. And with how much Dovetail is, especially with a lot of the routes that have come out lately for Train Sim Classic, or not Train Sim Classic, Train Sim World, I'm actually surprised that they have not gone back and said, "Oh yeah, let's reintroduce a lot of those like portions of the route that we're missing." Because while it is an end-to-end run, while it is a section of the railroad that is just a point-to-point run from Cheyenne to Laramie, it's still kind of like a significant portion of the route is gone. And it would be nice, at least in my opinion, to see that portion of the railroad back in back into a playable state. Because Dovetail has obviously learned a lot since that release. And it's funny that I'm operating over Cajon Pass, because the last American freight route to be released for Train Sim World was Cajon Pass. This was the last American freight route to be released. Oh, another train. Well, that's funny. That's a double stack. Z trains. So we're pulling the Super C, and he's pulling a Z train. Got it. C, Z. What was the other one? An A. All right, full reggae, full throttle. Oh. No, this isn't Duffy Street. I was talking about like a train, like the. I was talking earlier about. Oops, wrong button. I was talking earlier about Cajon Pass and the derailments, the runaways. There were 3 runaways that occurred between 1989. And I want to say it was 1995 is when the last one occurred, which was just before BNSF took over from the Santa Fe. I want to say we might be able to identify where Duffy Street is on the route, because this might be it actually. No, because the curve is facing the wrong way. It would have gone onto the interstate there. Interesting. But for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Duffy Street is where the Southern Pacific 7551 East ended up derailing. It traveled over 100 miles an hour down Cajon Pass because it lost control of its... because it didn't have enough dynamics, which is kind of a problem. The grade on Cajon Pass is 2.2%. It's basically a cliff, as one of the engineers put it. And the idea that this train, like basically, because they didn't have enough dynamics, they lost control of the train pretty quickly. And yeah, that was it. It was done before it even left the yard. I'm trying to figure out where Duffy Street would be, though. It would definitely be near San Bernardino. Let me double check here. It'd be... maybe it is that curve there. Maybe. It'd be one of the curves, but I'm not sure where... no, it's some... well, first of all, this is not Southern Pacific trackage. This is Union Pacific. This is BNSF trackage. So it might not be on this portion of Cajon Pass, which is kind of disappointing. Oh, look, bus. But yeah, it's definitely something I would take into consideration. But yeah, Train Sim World is a very interesting railroad. Train Sim World is a very interesting game as of late, because there's actually quite a bit of content in this game. That's actually... oh, we're on the 2.2% grade, actually. I just noticed that. So yeah, I think we just passed Duffy Street on here. So yeah, I think Duffy Street would be right over on that side of the railroad on the Union Pacific trackage. So You probably won't see Guffey Street. I thought it would be on here, but I guess not. That makes sense. Because the route is primarily operated by the BNSF, not Union Pacific. Union Pacific shares the trackage rights with the BNSF. I'm kind of slugging it out here, but this is kind of what I expected. Woo! 4-track main. We should get to a 2-track main soon, so. Oh, that sound. Okay. Yeah, I think that's another audio. That's something else from Dancing Classic there. Some of these houses also. We put the. Fuck off! Okay, well, fuck you. I'm turning the alerter off. I'm not dealing with this. Woo! Hello! That was fun. Replay. Okay. Try this again. Try this again, boys. Okay. Set the top forward. Lead. Freight. Set the independent on. Release. Let that kick off. That's on. Okay. Attempt number 2, guys. Attempt number 2. Let's get the lights on. Maybe I'll leave the alerter off. I don't care about the points, especially when I'm recording. There's no reason for that. Walk our way down to the second locomotive. Turn on the lights here. Turn on the number board lights. Whee! Come on, get up. Get off the... What the hell is going on? Get out there! Short hook number board's lights are on. Let's go. Climb down the stairs and let's go. Alright. Well, that was interesting. How much did I lose on that run? 20 minutes? Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. That's easy enough to cut. Okay, open the door, close the door. Alright, we're good. Letting the brakes kick off here. And then lights are on. Gates lights on. Gates lights on. Got it. Now, there's the train brake. Independent off. Let's go. Let's get this going, boys. Get the windows open too while we're at it. Rolling back. 2. Okay. Oh, right. Banking comms. On. There we go. We're good. Let's move. Got to release the banking comms. That was the one thing I forgot to do. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. Should be rolling too. Yeah, there we go. Now we're moving. You can see it. Just faintly. There we go. We got places to be, boys. We got places to be. All right, off we go. Alright, shut her down, throttle off. There we go. Alright, so back to this, eh? That's fun. I knew I was going to come across that eventually, where the train would fling up into the sky, but whatever. A little bit independent here. We're going 11 miles an hour. We should be fine. There we go. Alright, good to go. Alright. So we're back on the rails here. Back into movement here. Thank you. Subdivision is busy today, eh? Alright, well, we kind of know that. I'll do my best to keep you on the move. Yeah, sure, buddy. The one thing I will say about the locomotive's alerter system. What the fuck? No. No, it will not turn on the safety system. Fuck off. Don't give me that damn alert. It screwed me over last time. Alright, so we're now on the move now, and there's going to be some cutting here on the cut. There's going to be some stuff on the cutting room floor, but not by much. Got another train coming our way. We'll just set our camera here and wait for the rest of the train to pass. Woo! Comes the other BNSF freight. Actually, hold on. That's a cool shot, actually. I might use that. Another shot. Whoosh! There's the auto racks. Coming through. Alright, we'll leave this here as a kind of a consolation here. Well, maybe not. Okay. A lot of cars here. Ah, fuck. Wrong button. Hold on. Doesn't matter. We're not worried about... I'm not worried too much about the speed. There's the other train. There he is. There's his BNSF. Trying to maintain speed without using the HUD is a bit interesting. There you go. We'll get out of the way and get places to be. Good enough. Welcome back, Super C. In the words of AC9, good enough. Welcome back, Super C. 5 cars on a train and just running it at high speed. Nope. Should be good right there. Yeah, 111 miles an hour. Fuck off. Train rolling through there. Should be good there. I'm not too worried about the points, at least not on this run. I'll get the points back on later. Okay. Slowly inching our way out the yard. Not two on the throttle seems to be good. That seems to be holding us steady. Alright. Okay. We're out of the main throat of the yard. little bit more on the throttle there, buddy. 1.4% grade out there, yeah? Okay. Head end's picking up some speed there. Got a clear block, 55 miles an hour just up ahead. Okay, we're out of the yard. Just need to get out of the switch over here. We should be good. There's the helper units. Interesting, they put helpers on the rear. I guess for dynamic power, really. Alright. Yard here. Just got a little bit more to go. Keep an eye on the container freight. Do not hump. And don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want. And I say hump the car. Hump the car with the container on it. Okay, we're leaving the yard now. Leaving the signal here. Vapor. Alright, we should be good. Alright, get ready to increase the throttle at... Yeah, go ahead now. There we go, throttle up. We're good, let's go. Alright, boys, we're back on it. Back on the move. Not seeing any slipping yet. The brake pipe is still charging by the looks of it. That's interesting. So our speed limit as of right now is 55 miles an hour, and we are going 35 miles an hour. Should hit the hill pretty good. 1 north track, yeah? Alright, cool. Should have to clear. Nice day. It's a nice day, honestly. Let's see. I think the intermodal should be just ahead of us here. Oh, Lord. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Okay. Typical day. I should do this, actually. Bang. Bang. That's some haze coming in. Okay, we should be good. Pick up speed, so that's good. It looks like we are doing okay. Speed-wise and everything, that's good. Should see the intermodal coming up our way soon. The brakes coming off. Oh, we got a red block just up ahead for some reason. Well, wait. Okay, green block. Now there goes the intermodal. I was wondering where he was. I was looking at the red block, not seeing the train right in front of me. Should probably just keep an eye on the waypoints rather than just going off on, yeah, probably. We're at the 2.2% grade, we should be handling it okay. Woo! And there goes the tail end of it. That was fast. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to get a better screenshot. Let's run. Let's run by. This is where the alerter kicked us out. Oh. That might be a good shot. Yeah, the shadows are kind of long. Yeah, that's probably not a good shot. We'll probably have to wait until we get a curve or something. Yeah, probably. That did not look good. There's a curve just up ahead, though, which I know for a fact. I've driven up this line a few times, so it should be good. Something's freaking the fuck out over there. What's going on to you? Weird. I don't know why it's flashing, but it's flashing. Weird. There we go. Brakes are kicking off. The banking comm is on. Everything's good. We're good. Woo! Got lights on in the rear look. We got lights and everything's good here. It's got air. Standard numbers there, boys. Standard dovetail numbers. Nothing's fancy. Nothing fancy. I do like the H1 variants. Those are cool. What do we have on our train today? 326. 327. And 101. Those are our locomotives today behind us. Okay. Nothing fancy, but definitely something to keep an eye on. Ooh, this is kind of a cool shot, actually. I like that. Hold on. We got a plan. That's a cool little image. Get some speed lines out there. You got something pretty cool there. And the train bouncing around like that, that's pretty cool. I like that. Feels like an old pacing shot from some of the old documentaries that I used to watch. Well, considering we're on the tracks. Okay. Still climbing to 2%. Alright, we're good. Well aware we're not driving with safety systems. Fuck off. I don't need safety systems. At least not right now. I think when I go downhill, I'll probably need those safety systems, but for now... Okay, we got a... Oh, I see what we're doing. We're on track 1. We're northbound, eh? Alright, cool. Alright, I think I have Sherman Hill installed too, because that's going to layer onto this scenario. So we'll get some UP freights on this on this surface as well. There's the mountains, the San Gabriel Mountains. Okay. Doing okay. Train is doing okay. We're bouncing around like a motherfucker. That's impressive. Everything's washed out. So those INI files don't do much of anything. We've been recording for 40 minutes. 20 of those have been on a fail scenario. Whoops. Oh goodness. I'm a little tired. I'm yawning there. Everything's good. Same engineer, same conductor. Everything's good. Alright, we're at 1,000 points. So platinum is about, I think, 9,000. So we'll see what we can do. We probably won't get platinum, considering we're not running one of the safety systems. And we're speeding a little bit out of the line. Oh, 45 is our next limit coming up here. Alright. Yeah, it looks like... What's the next marker? 3 miles. Okay, I gotcha. We got an approach up here at 45. Are we crossing over again? I think so. Considering that there is a speed limit there. That's all. I don't know. Oh, it's just the curve up there. Oh, perfect. This is the curve. This is one of the curves I was thinking of. Yeah, this is one of the curves I thought of. That would be kind of cool to save. Let's go over here because there's a industry right over there. Look, roads sitting over there too. We're not going like all that fast, so we should be okay. We got another freight coming our way. Is that a local? Yeah, that's a local. 3 SD40s on the front end there. Short old train. Oh, that is not short. That is not short by any means. Are we gonna get an angle? Oh yeah, we're gonna get an angle. Oh, tiny. Oh, that's oh, this is like air slide hoppers. Cool. Got an approach coming up here. Go. Train's coming through. Oh, there's my locomotive. I can see it. What's that noise? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. There she is. That thumbnail shot. And screenshot time. Woo! This is how screenshots are made. This is how the thumbnails are made, boys. This is how the sausage is made. Alright, there we go. So we're going to do field of view 20. Because this is typically what I do. I do typically a field of view of 20. We're definitely going to need to change the time of day with this scenario, this screenshot. So there we go. Maybe a little more zoomed in here. It's fine. Yeah, 15 seems to be good. Yeah, that looks good. So we'll leave that there. Got plenty of open space in the corner there. And then time of day. That's... Wait, this is 6 in the morning? What in the hell? When is the sunrise? I'm gonna take it back about an hour, see what happens. An hour, what does that do? Oh, not too bad. Shadows are long, but not great. Maybe, hold on. Maybe a different time. Try 16? There, try that. No, that's also not great. God, it's so washed out. Why is it so washed out? 4 in the morning. Ah, 4 in the morning's too dark. Fucking hell. We'll do 7 in the morning, and I think I have an idea. So I'm going to change it to winter. Because I know that is actually have like some great. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful shot. Let's do cloud level. Turn up the clouds, thank you. We're trying to get a good thumbnail, boys. And this is gonna be interesting. Cloud level's like real okay. Was it 40 maybe? It's a good cloud level that was actually really good. There we go. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, that works. Because you can see the actual levels of the clouds back there. So that's about 29, eh? 29 done. And we won't do anything else aside from that. So we'll do this, screenshot, and bam. There we go. Save. That's our thumbnail for the video. Not too bad. Woo! Final grade. Oh god. So this is an hour and 20 minutes an hour, hour and 5 minutes, something like that. So we've been only about at this about 20 minutes, about 30 minutes. So we should be halfway through the scenario. I'm on a curve here. Rain phone. About, oh, we got 40. Well, there's a 40 limit coming up just up ahead here. So we're kind of slowing down here. Hopefully we won't go over speed too much. I mean, granted, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. There's our waypoint just up ahead. Yeah, our track gradient has gone up to 2.2%. And it looks like we're doing okay. I might have to split this up into 2 parts, considering just how significant that first 20 minutes was, in terms of just the screw up I did. I did have a lot of, like, you know, things I don't want to cut out too much, but you know, that's my train. Yeah, we are bouncing around like crazy. Okay, shut down the throttle. There we go. Because we're approaching that 40 coming up here. There we go. Are we transferring over to the next track? We might be here, actually. We have, what is that? An approach. Just an approach. Nothing fancy, but something, definitely something to be aware of. Okay, 39, we're down to 40 miles an hour. We got a red block coming up here. But that should be, yeah, that's far enough away where we won't have the red block trigger. Another curve here. Let's get at least one rail fanning shot as we come up through here. Why is there a lone hopper out here? Or no, it's a flat car. Why is there a lone flat car just sitting here? Beg your pardon? What is that? Is that a food truck? What do, sir, what in the fuck are you doing here?